All right, we're going to do a little detour, getting some editing done, but somebody brought up the Kojima OD trailer, and so there's things that people are noticing. So Kojima, he already walked out of the PD door, or something that he's at least very much trying to imply is the PT door. So somebody's already compiled on the Reddit some images from the trailer when Udo is on screen. You can see you have to turn your brightness up. So this is a Olivia enhance moment. But you can see that Kojima hid letters inside Udo's mouth. So you can see the letter A right here, and it's digitally just placed there. So Olivia, increase the brightness, please, to help people. So the letter A, and then there's 5 instances that people at least know of where he hid letters inside Udo's mouth. Some of them you can see a little bit more clearly. So this one here. Yeah, there's a T right there. You're gonna have to turn up the bright. It's like, it's so obviously placed there. It's not like, this isn't schizo shit. This isn't like, oh, we're making things up because we're desperate, even though the Silent Hill fans are pretty desperate for like new content for sure. Kojima is always really vague when it comes to his marketing. He does got tea. He's always been really vague when it comes to his marketing, which is why like nobody even knew what Death Stranding was supposed to be before it came out. So we got another A right here. This one's a little more clear. You can see it again. Enhance brightness, please, Olivia. It'll help people out watching this on YouTube. And then there's 2 more images. I think the M is the most like egregious one, where like up until now, like if you're looking at me on YouTube with this, you might be like, oh, is this just artifacts in the video that happen to look like letters? The answer is no. He's very clearly putting these there. And then I think this one's the letter I here, and then weirdly enough, let's see if I can find the letter M, because that one's the most obvious. Weirdly enough, sorry. So it's only in Udo's mouth, which is interesting. Damn, I wish this showed up better on PC. It's so easy to see on my phone. I don't know if it's a brightness thing or if Reddit just fucking kills the way things look on here, or if I'm just looking at a bad post and I should be looking at someone else's post. Anyway, the letters spell out Atami, which is a city in somewhere in Japan that apparently Silent Hill was based off of. So my understanding or my expectations are he's at the very least trying to make people think it's related to Silent Hill. Again, he came out of the PT door. Olivia, if you can throw that up on the screen, that would be fucking awesome. Just him at the Game Awards versus the PT door in the game. They both have a light right above the door. Like he's very clearly trying to evoke certain things. Here we go. So people are looking through this trailer and finding like letters in Udo's mouth. And something that I noticed that I'm not sure if anybody else is picking up on. People are doing interesting things. I like this little scavenger hunt. I'm a Silent Hill fan, and obviously, like, he's never gonna get the rights to Silent Hill. Him and Konami are done, but this might be what he would have done with the Silent Hill franchise. This might what he's doing with this game might be his way of being like, oh, this is what I was going to do with Silent Hill, but we can't call it Silent Hill. Which I'm fine with. Like, it looked like a PT is a great sort of creative thing. People are, enhancing the brightness of like this frame right beforehand. You can see like on the right hand side, if you turn the brightness up, Olivia, you can see like what is it called? Like a brain scan kind of image. And then this image also evokes like kind of a brain scan. If you go into PT, like one of the hidden fucking pictures that you could find is in the brain scan area of the menu, which was to adjust the brightness, which is kind of interesting. So it's like, okay, you adjust the brightness in PT, there's a brain scan image. It's like, are we being hinted at to adjust the brightness in this image? I think somebody should go through this entire trailer frame by frame with the highest brightness possible. And I will stress to people who are trying to do this, trying to figure out this shit, only do it through the official Kojima Productions upload. You can see here, come on. Whatever, I'll do this. You can see here, Kojima Productions. This is them uploading it. I would not do it through anybody else because they're just taking from the live feed of the Game Awards, which is probably going to have more compression. Whereas Kojima Productions actually uploaded this himself, and this is going to have a higher quality image. It's going to have like actual true native 4K, whereas like all these other like GameSpot and all those other things, they might not. So if we're like hunting for these things, we should be pretty diligent about where we're getting the video frames from. So this is a pretty clear image. Somebody gave the instructions on one of the subreddits to find one of the letters, like just going frame by frame, like pressing the fucking like dot button on your keyboard or whatever. Yeah, so if you press like the period button on your keyboard, you can go frame by frame and find those letters yourself. So these have been verified by people. What I find interesting here that nobody's commented on, nobody in any subreddit has commented on, I don't know if I'm fucking crazy or if I'm like drinking the Kool-Aid here, but when she screams, by the way, there's some really cool GIFs you can find of people stabilizing the reflection in her eyes. Kind of, it's going forward up to a door that opens, and then she sees something, and then she screams. When she screams, so correct me if I'm wrong, but all of what's happening with their faces, all of what's happening with what we're seeing on the screen, this is all some sort of like facial capture technology that he's using. This isn't like a real thing being filmed, is my understanding. And he like 3D captured people's faces, and he's able to like tweak things a bit. That's my impression. It does have kind of a video gamey quality to it, like especially with like what he's putting in their eyeballs. There's like at least some sort of computer shit going on. What I noticed here is her tongue's like very deliberately a down arrow. I don't know if her tongue is very like that has to be an intentional thing, right? There's an arrow going down, and I haven't seen anybody mention this shit. I don't think anyone's tongue looks like that, right? When you scream, like even if you like contort it, like it doesn't look like she's putting pressure on like the sides of her mouth. There's very clearly a down arrow on her tongue. And so now I'm wondering, like, oh yeah, it's a Reddit downvote. Now I'm wondering, is there something within this video image where we're supposed to be looking down? Or I'll help people out if they can help me out. Or is the down arrow supposed to be Like, cause yeah, that's so bizarre. That's so I don't know if I'm like, this is just how her tongue is. Sophia Lillis, I think, is her name or something. It's it's it sticks out to me. It seems pretty deliberate, right? That's a very clear arrow. So I don't know if it has to do with like, oh, do we count the number of like fucking lines on her? Like, I don't know. Kojima's crazy when it comes to viral marketing, which is part of the reason why Death Stranding was so popular. So I got to thinking like, okay, if we're going to look down anywhere, it has to be on official sources. It has to be on official sources. So it's somewhere within this YouTube video. And so I literally did this earlier today. I was like scrolling through some of the comments. I sorted by new and then scrolled all the way to the bottom to see if like the first comment had something that was like, weird or interesting. Cause like, I don't know, down, I think like, okay, down in the comment section, maybe. And I would think like, okay, maybe go to like the first ones. But I didn't find anything, at least from like a first glance. So I don't know if that's something. Googling their tongue. How old are they? Damn, I definitely got to the end earlier, more easily earlier. So I don't know why this is taking so long. Anyway, maybe just because there's more comments now. So we're gonna ignore these comments because I don't think this is gonna help us. I wish we could just get to the end real quick because I thought I was doing that easily earlier. Maybe it was on the other computer. Maybe the scroll is just better. Anyway, so I got to thinking maybe if there's a down arrow, it might not be on YouTube. Maybe it's something on his official website. Because on his official website, kojimaproductions.jp.en/od, or maybe do what I didn't do, and I'm giving some advice to maybe people trying to figure this shit out. Maybe do what I didn't do, which is go on the actual Japanese one. So I'm on the English one. Maybe I have to be in like Japanese or something and not English. Maybe it'll be worth like just clicking around. But this exact trailer is hosted here, and the exact one is hosted obviously from the official Kojima page. And so I got to thinking like, okay, what about like if this is like down, if there's an arrow pointing down, is it like on this page? So I was kind of like trying to highlight things, see if there was any hidden text. Like sometimes you could do like black text on a black background or white text on a white background, and it would be hidden, and then you just highlight it, and then it's there. I was kind of looking for that shit, didn't find anything. I don't know if it's as simple as joining their newsletter. That seems like kind of scammy, right? So maybe not. Contact us. Do you like ask them a cryptic message like, oh, why is the tongue an arrow? And maybe they'll give you like a cryptic answer back. I'm speculating so hardcore, but I love viral marketing like this where there's like kind of a puzzle to figure out. I've always loved this kind of thing. Yeah, that seems like a pretty deliberate arrow pointing down, right? So I'm like, what is over here? Then I clicked back to the top, and then this OD image, whenever you click back to the top, or whenever you refresh the page, it just kind of goes to the right. I'm like, is there something on the right? I'm like clicking around. Nothing's working for me. And so I'm just trying to give like some helpful advice to other people that might have a lot more free time than me, that don't have as much work to do, that can like dig around. I don't know if it will be on this website. I don't know if it's in the description for this YouTube video. Like there's clearly a down arrow, right? That can't just be what her tongue is like, right? I don't know if there's like a typo or hidden text here. I don't know if like one of these links or hashtags like show transcript, is there something to do with these numbers in the transcript? Because the subtitles in this, compared to the Game Awards and the other things, these are manually placed subtitles. Is there something within these subtitles? Is there something within the timestamps of the subtitles, or do these numbers have any significance? There are some things that other people with more free time than me are going to have to help me figure out. Because I like this viral marketing stuff a lot. And I hope that there is a spiritual successor to PT, because I I like PT. I like Silent Hill, even if they don't call themselves Silent Hill. PT is very different from Silent Hill also. So it doesn't even matter if it's Silent Hill at this point. Which it won't be because Kojima and Konami hate each other. So whatever. But yeah, so this is very interesting, and I hope that people do more digging and realize that there is more to. Yeah, here we go. Somebody did timestamps. Hidden A at 40, hidden T at 43. Yeah, let's see if we can just verify this for ourselves instead of trusting like a Oh, there it is. It's so clear. This is much better. The A is so obvious here. It's so much more clear than those images I was using on Reddit. So if you had any doubts, still enhance the brightness, Olivia. But yeah, this is 4K. Thank you for uploading in 4K, Kojima. Also, shout out to this guy for actually timestamping them, because that's fucking awesome. Now we can actually just see them ourselves, which is fucking dope. There. The T is so obvious. The T is so obvious here, so we're verifying this. And I believe, according to this timestamp here, these are all chronological order for Atami. So it's so fucking deliberate. So another A at 45 seconds. I just want to verify all of these. It's one of those things where it's just like, I don't want to necessarily just trust some Randy on a subreddit. But that's so cool that he's hiding these things in here. Even if it turns out to be the worst game ever, I like this excitement. Here's the other A. Here's the third A in Udo's mouth. Is it possible the down arrow tongue is a V? I don't know. The down arrow could be like completely wrong. Because these other letters are so blatant, right? These other letters are just so incredibly blatant, and they don't like blend in with anything that's happening, right? So I don't know if I'm just fucking crazy. Oh, there's the M. This M is, yeah, look at that. There's the M right there. It's so tiny, and it's in his mouth, and the I, I just want to click on the I just so we're all caught up with everything. Yeah, that I, it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. I can't believe how bad those screen caps were that I was looking at. I feel bad. Let's just watch the trailer. I didn't do official reaction to this. I watched it at the Game Awards, but I was kind of just bored because the whole event was so boring. So, Olivia, feel free to not include this part if it gets copyright claimed, I guess, because it's not that important. We should upload this as like a kind of me discussing the hidden things. Also, Xbox exclusive, maybe? That's funny. So, like, what does that sound? Sorry. This is so interesting. So yeah, the fucking creepy ass. Sorry. Whatever.
The hungry purple dinosaur ate the kind zingy fox, the jabbering crab, and the mad whale, and started vending and quacking.
Certainly, the lines they're saying, the words they're saying, has to have some sort of decipherable thing, right? Also, I will point out, the viral marketing in Death Stranding was vague, but I don't remember there being like hints and clues and like things you could decipher in this way. I remember that the Death Stranding marketing was, ooh, it's so not telling us what the gameplay is like, but it seems interesting. I don't think it was the case for his other games where he's like, ooh, I'm leaving little letters or like whatever. I think that this style of marketing in terms of creating some sort of clue that should be deciphered, it fits PT because that's what PT was. It was like a collective, hey, everybody, let's try and solve this puzzle sort of thing. That's what PT was. It took people a while to figure out how to fucking beat the game. Plug in your fucking microphone to your PS4 controller, right? So you are a boy. That's stretching it. That's not what this is. Dissecting Metal Gear Solid 5 trailers too. Yeah, but were there like tiny clues that like obvious, like, ooh, we're spelling out words and like coming out in the PT door and shit. Like, was that a thing with his other games? Like, I don't know.
The hungry purple dinosaur ate the kind zingy fox.
I'm intrigued. I like this, and I like this. I like the style of marketing, and it's fun. It's engaging. It gives you like a connection to it if you're interested in that sort of thing.
The jabbering crab and the mad whale and started vending and quacking.
Like, what do those words mean? It almost seems like one of those things where it's like, oh, we're including every word, every letter of the alphabet or something, right? Should we be trying to decipher which letters of the alphabet are missing? Should we be trying to say like, oh, let's add up all these letters, decide which letters are missing from the alphabet? If that's not, I mean, all of them might be in there. Is there a letter Z? Let's
started vending.
There might be some letters missing. There might be some double letters. Maybe that would be, I don't know. I have no idea. It feels like there's more to this.
Quacking.
It's brilliant marketing when you're just hiding things for fans, right?
The hungry purple dinosaurs ate the kind zingy fox, the jabbering crab, and the mad whale, and started vending and quacking.
There was no letter Z, that's for sure, right? Like that has to be a like. Do we believe her tongue just looks like that? I don't know. I don't know if her tongue looks like. I have no idea. I've never seen her tongue. I wish I had more. This could be a scenario where it's better to download this instead of looking through YouTube's player, because there might be things that the player is blocking. This like thing might actually be blocking it, so you might want to like download it and have it in VLC or something and go frame by frame. It's very interesting. I'm intrigued. OJ. All right, what's the order that these letters show up in? Or does it matter? Someone would have figured this out already. EMOIID J DJAO OM KOJ DME HKOA, and then just the rest. Yeah, Hideo Kojima. Okay. I don't know. Someone else has got to be smarter than me about this, or spend more time on it, or both. For all players and screamers. I like the trailer. I like the sound choices. I like the music. Very simple. And I like just the intrigue. I like mysteries like this, and I think that it works well for the horror genre too. To be feeling like there's something that you don't know. I'm concerned about it. All right, well, that's it. I guess I've joined the hype train. Or I'm just interested. It's cool. It's cool. All right.